Yet another popular AEW star is currently injured. Pat McAfee is set to compete at SummerSlam, and a former Ring of Honor star made their AEW debut. It's time for the news, Sam, and
It is. And it's a different news, isn't it?
We're not in the studio. It's quite windy.
Look at
that view.
Look.
Oh.
We're using our phones as scripts and everything.
Budget's Where's the budget? We're on the beach. We've actually gone on location to give some wrestling news. But we are kicking things off today with another AEW star, unfortunately, being out injured.
This is huge. So it's Jungle Boy. It's sort of a very, I don't want to say vague, but just a sort of a very general announcement. AEW obviously not a company that tends to divulge too much information on injuries, but added to the very long list of names, Jungle Boy. It's such a bad run of luck right now for the company, right?
There's far too many. Now, we'll get onto the list of who's actually all currently injured at the moment. But very vague news around what the injury is. AEW, as you said, doesn't really release that information. But Dave Meltzer said on the Wrestling Observer, I should say, add Jungle Boy to the lengthy list of injuries in AEW, which includes CM Punk,
quite a lot of big names. Yes,
Bryan
Danielson, Adam Cole, Anthony Bowens, The Bunny,
Red Velvet, Darius Martin. Kenny Omega, of course, still injured from
it's been
November.
like over 200 days now, right?
It's wild.
It's getting on.
Buddy Matthews was announced this week as having a slight injury, and Sky Blue. Now, AEW's roster is quite extensive, so
it's not like they're going to struggle for depth. I think they have enough talent there that they can make things work. The problem is that while you do have the depth there, it's the more stars you lose, and you're kind of waiting for, you're going to need to really quickly make more sort of TV stars, right?
Yeah, especially a lot of these folk are in storylines.
Yeah,
like Adam Cole is being on TV.
CM Punk's in like a little storyline at the minute.
Is he a champion or something? Is he maybe like the main guy that they've put the company built around for this next wee phase?
I think so.
It is sad to see Jungle Boy out now. Obviously, he was attacked on last week's Dynamite? With a concerto by Christian Cage. Christian cutting a fantastic,
vicious promo on him. Yeah,
it was like MJF levels. On Dynamite, but we hope to see Jungle Boy back in the ring soon. But we're moving over to the WWE side of things now. Because it looks like Pat McAfee is going to compete at SummerSlam. And he did it at WrestleMania, and he was brilliant.
I have zero complaints. If Pat McAfee wants to wrestle on every single pay-per-view moving forward, I'm grand with that.
Oh yeah, well,
absolutely.
Wait till you hear who his opponent is, Sam. It's the one, the only, Happy Corbin. I'm a big Happy Corbin fan.
I'm a big fan of Corbin. I'm a big fan of Corbin.
I know it's quite controversial to say, but
I don't get why. Let's stop stigmatizing Corbin fandom.
Let us know in the comments below if you like Happy Corbin. But McAfee has issued an open, or not an open challenge, a direct challenge to Happy Corbin on SmackDown. He says that he's challenging him to a match at SummerSlam on July 30th. They had a verbal confrontation last week on SummerSlam, where Pat led the crowd in laughing at Corbin. So Corbin will respond next week, likely to confirm this match. SummerSlam's still about a month and a bit out.
we got to get Money in the Bank out of the way, but I guess it's one of those things where it's a little bit odd that they're going straight in before Money in the Bank, but we have been seeing it more recently where we've had stories sort of like a month in advance, and it means they can probably do something, whether it's literally like a stare down or an awkward moment, or there could be maybe something on the Money in the Bank card,
something
because that's something they
little.
can then immediately start pushing SummerSlam with.
And I guess it gives a bit more promotional stuff on Pat McAfee's side, because he's got a show. It would be interesting to see what.
But he can just build and build and build.
I love the stuff where Adam Cole went on and did that little work shoot. So I'd like to see maybe Corbin do something there. But we're staying with SmackDown because there has been some multiple heel turns, and it seems that it's a tag team, which haven't really been featured that much recently.
Yeah, it's a tag team that I think we all just want to be featured more than anything.
They're very good. It's the Viking Raiders.
They're still War Machine to me, damn it.
War Machine rules. That was some of the best stuff they did. But Eric and Ivar made their return on SmackDown last night. We've got some dogs in the background. Dogs on the news.
Hey, it's beach dogs.
Do you think
happy
Adam
days.
could lift them?
Maybe. I think that the tales of Adam's strength when it comes to lifting dogs are greatly exaggerated.
He's got some strength. Well, the dog's coming over. But Eric and Ivar made the returns on SmackDown, and they did so interrupting a dance contest between The New Day and Shanky. Have you seen his? He's got some moves doing. It's great. It's good fun. I'm liking it.
Look, I'm game for anything that's going to get the Viking Raiders more time on screen, more exposure, more chances to get out there and wow us, because it feels like they're just tucked away to the side these days. I'm just going to quickly pick up my can of Relentless.
Have a sip. But yeah, it's exciting to see them back. I want to see what they do. They briefly appeared in NXT a few months ago.
Yeah.
They had a little run there, so having them back on SmackDown as heels kind of helps that.
We know what they're capable of, and they're capable of incredible things. And I think that it's something that, even if there's just one sliver of goodness that comes from a storyline like this, then maybe we can parlay that into a longer heel run or something more, something more substantial.
SmackDown's quite heavy on the tag teams on the heel side.
Yeah.
Because you've got the New Day are really the only big face tag team. You've now got the Viking Raiders, you've got the Usos, you've got Jinder Mahal and Shanky as
We're
heels.
going to just have them be heel, and then the week after they'll come out and just be like, we're good guys now.
We're going to dance and boogie, and we're the Dancing Raiders.
Anyone for another basketball segment?
They were some weird pandemic era stuff, wasn't it? But also staying with SmackDown, we'll just run through this quickly. We've got Shotzi and Sami Zayn qualifying for their Money in the Bank matches in the upcoming pay-per-view. What next Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, both talents there. I mean, Sami,
he deserves that spot.
Absolutely deserves it. Shotzi, it's going to be very interesting to see Shotzi in a Money in the Bank situation. I think it's. You think she's got a good Shotzi?
Shotzi, eh?
Oh! What was the other Ronda line? I can't remember from a couple of weeks ago, the Ronda line.
Oh, bring it on, see. Something. It was terrible. WWE scripting. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus also qualified. They had a little thing where they had to coexist as a tag team and beat the Usos. So they beat the Usos, and you've
got to coexist to later face each other.
Yeah. So they were in the match. They were taken out the match. Okay. They were told you've got to tag team and beat the Usos to get back in the match, which they did. So it was kind of a I think it's one of those things, Money in the Bank, everybody tends to just, whenever it's like dream Money in the Bank lineups, it's always kind of smaller guys, faster guys, flippier guys, more agile guys. But I think there's something to be said for a bigger man in the Money in the Bank situation. It really does throw that wild card element in there. Yeah. So I'm all for it. Two big guys.
And having Drew and Sheamus.
I think Drew's my favourite to walk away with the
no surprise there. No surprise there, Mr. Scotland.
Either Drew or Seth. I can see Seth doing something.
I don't know.
I love that run that you had with the briefcase.
Give it to Sammy. Go on.
Give it to Sammy. We've got one final news story. It's Rush making his AEW debut on Rampage last night. It was Friday night, so we've got some Rampage news. Opened with Andrade El Idolo going against Rey Fenix, which saw Jose the Assistant and Alex Abrahantes. Yep. Abrahantes, I roll my R.
You're very good at rolling the R's. My tongue's too short. It's like
Scottish thing. It's a Scottish
thing. I can't do it.
They got into an altercation during the match in which the referee was distracted, and then Rush made his AEW debut by rushing to the ring.
Yes.
He kicked Phoenix low, allowing Andrade to hit a DDT and score the victory. After the match, Phoenix Andrade and Rush put on the
LFI. So rather than Los Ingobernables, the faction that's being referred to is what is it? LFI, Los Faction
Ingobernables.
Yeah, Los Faction Ingobernables. So the ungovernable faction, rather than the ungovernables.
We've got to try and get around the legal. There's AAA and CMLL.
It's like a legal minefield mixed with a messy divorce. That intercompany relationship.
That's a really good way to fit
it's
that
just
one.
bad.
So after that, they put on the t-shirts and they unmasked Rey Fenix, who was covering his face. Like, no, you can't do that to me. And of course, Penta came to the ring and made the save. I'm excited for this feud.
I'm just game to see more Rush. Anything to get more Rush on the TV. I think he's going to be a megastar once more people kind of
so
get behind him.
To see some stuff of his. I think it's been reported previously he's on a pay-per-appearance deal, so it's not going to be like a full-time thing.
I think it'll probably end in a full-time thing, maybe.
With all these injuries,
he's too exciting not to have on the books permanently.
Yeah, well, that is all the news we have for video 1.
I need you to say Arbroath with a rolled R. Go on.
Right, okay, here we go. Arbroath.
Oh, nice.
What's the other one? Look, there's loads of curly-whirly. There's been a murder. Bit taggart. But anyway, thank you for watching. We will be back with another news video this afternoon. Probably. Maybe this is this afternoon.
Yeah, it'll probably be the afternoon by the time I'm having to upload this via Tether. It's
as you can see.
Sorry, Adam.
We've got more dogs. We've got the beef. What more could you want?
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we will see you later. Thanks for watching.
Bye.